Hello, I say hello, and you say hello, and you're going to make some cards with the I Say Hello stamp set. Here we go, lots of occasions here. I'm so sorry, that could be because you've up somewhere, or a death perhaps, just a hello, happy birthday, congratulations, candles, ribbon, all nature of stuff. Anyway, here we go. We're going to start with the I'm so sorry card, and let's get to it. The first thing that we have to do, I've already lost the stamp set. That's not very good, is it? Here it is. Okay, the first thing we need to do is put the stamp onto the block. Now, because you want this straight, I heartily advise you to use the grid paper that's included in your kit and line up. I don't know whether you can see, there's a distinct edge along there which will take the ink, so you need to line that up basically on the dotted lines there, and I think that's pretty good, and then smack it down onto the old stamp, and away we go, and we're hopefully in the right spot. Okay, so here we go. You can use the same idea to line these things up in the corner again. I'm using crumb cake ink. You could also use, what's the other one you could use? You could use Sahara sand. You could use soft suede. If you use soft suede though, I would suggest what's the word? Stamping it off first. And of course, oh, in true style, I'm telling you how to line it up and I'm not doing it very well. But never mind, it'll all come out in the wash. I didn't do it very well on the sample card, but you probably didn't notice. And let's face it, a blind man would be happy to see it too. Okie dokes, one more and we are done. I don't know where this shake has come from. Oh, I hope I'm getting Parkinson's or something. Okay, oh, fudge a bucket. Let's see if I can line that up again. Ooh, I hate doing this. I hate doing it. I hate doing it, especially as I seem to have a bit of a wobbly hand. Let's see. Well, you know what? No, can't do that. That's, for me, is not acceptable. So here we go. Start all over again. There. Oh, flip. Try again. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, it did it. Wow. Amazing. It's a little dark perhaps, but never mind. Saves me going to stop the video and go get another piece of paper. There we go. That's good. Alright, so then I have used the Blushing Bride marker to colour in the flower rather sketchily because I've only got a short amount of time on this video. Anyway, something like that is what you need. So yeah, this is Blushing Bride. The matte is Blushing Bride, but some of you may not have Blushing Bride. If you have Pink Pirouette, that will work, and so will Petal Pink. Pink Pirouette is a retired colour. but I know some of you bought the set of markers, the Subtles family markers a while ago when Pink Pirouette was around, and this will it'll work with Blushing Bride. It's not a lot anyway, and as me mother used to say, blind man would be happy to see it. A die-hard ink person might say, oh, it's not the same colour, but what the hecky thump. Okay, so next thing we will map that on there, but before I do that I just cut this. My blade needs sharpening a little bit, so I'm just going to sand that quickly off camera. Look at that nice piece of Sahara sand. Now the reason I'm doing this sanding bit, sounds funny doesn't it, is that there was a sort of slightly raised edge which I didn't really like the look of. So I'm going to snail this down. Remember, you don't need tons and tons of snail, although it's good for my snails if you do. And oh my lord, I've done it again. I've had lots of fun. Cut this one wrong too. Oh, silly me. But so mat the white piece of cardstock on. Ew, that looks like it's screw if a bit. Eyes aren't feeling too good today. Allergies are kicking in. Anyway, that's that piece done. And now we will do the I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, what did I do with it? I'm so sorry, Uncle Ernie, or whoever you are. I'm so sorry. Okay, Emboss Buddy. There we go, Versamark. Sort of roughly in the middle. It doesn't really matter whether it's straight or not, just however you want. Oh dear, got a little bit on the edge, and now mind your ears because I'm going to have to heat set it, and by the magic of television I might be able to do it on here for you to see in all its wonder. La la la, it's very noisy isn't it, but I really like the effect you get, that raised shiny look. Okay, then this gets put onto this bit. Oh my goodness, when I cut all this paper I really did mess up. It's supposed to, well, you know what, I'm not going to do that now, and I'm not going to bore you with watching me do yet another piece. I'm going to, so you would put this, attach this to the base plates here with dimensionals, and then card. I cannot tell you how many times I have set all this stuff up on the table thinking, yeah, I've got everything, and then I'd start and I'd think, no, I haven't got everything. Not at all, not even remotely close. Hey, this is not a good day, obviously. So then you will snail this onto here, and then add this piece on top here, remember, with dimensionals. And I see here that I really wasn't anywhere near as straight as I thought I was. So I will redo the card and I will double check your measurements for you. So let's move on to the next card because that was a complete flop. Sorry folks. Go. So now we have the graduation card, and you're probably saying to yourself, how on earth am I supposed to get those congratulations the right amount apart and not skew if? And the answer is this little gizmo. This is Stamparatus, and I have gone ahead and set everything up. And I'm going to show you how to stamp on your card. So basically, you put your card in, you know where you want your stamp to start, and I think I decided that's about the right place. So you have your card here, you put your stamp where you think it should go, you put this thing down, bing ho, it sticks to the arm here. So we'll ink this up and I'll show you how we're going to get them to, oh, important, you need to put the magnet in place so that you don't shift the paper or anything like that. So there's the first congratulations. Now, to get the next one in, we lift this arm up and slunk it down in that one notch down. Ink her up. Put her down. How many of these did I do? 1, 2, 3, okay. Ooh, I haven't moved it down another notch. And one more notch, I think we'll do it. And there we go. So now you say, but that's only 4 and I've got 8. So how do we do that? Well, we have to start by, and just clean that ink pad out, and I have already stamped the congratulations there. So now we can take it off. This is on the scrap piece of paper you've got. So we put it down here, and we want it to be halfway between. So probably about there. I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking that's on the line. I hope you can hear me. I'm mumbling to myself. Nasty, nasty habit. And we'll just check that. Come on, come down. Not nothing. We just make sure that's straight. And it's a bit off. Darn. So it needs to come down a little bit on the beginning of the word. Sorry, like the back top of my head. Just trying to see whether I've come down enough. I'm not sure that I have. So let's have a look. Paper's moved. Silly me. That's why you use the magnet, you see. No, it's still not where I want it. And I'll ink it up one more time just to make sure. You may not be able to see that. Now, of course, true style, I've gone a bit too far. One more slight adjustment. Isn't this boring? Gosh, what an idiot person you have as a demonstrator. Try on another side. Oh, yump. Okay. Do you know what, folks? It was nowhere near as difficult as this when I did when I did the first one, the sample card. Nothing like. Okay, I think that's there. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So, by the magic of television or something, I'm going to go back down there. Well, I think a blind man would be happy to see that. Good old Mum. Thanks, Mum, for that expression. And you're doing the same thing again. You're just moving the plate down one notch and adding them in. And there we go. So move that out of the way. That's that part stamped and all ready to go. I'll just do the next part, which will be here, and we need, oh, typical style of Jen, I've forgotten to bring out the larger block. So let's hope and pray I do this right the first time. It's nowhere even remotely close to straight. This has not been a good day. I haven't managed to do anything the way I wanted to do it. Oh dear, never mind. We'll get there in the end. So here I just did one. This would also, no, this wouldn't work as well with the Stamparatus for the pure and simple reason that I'm offsetting these little flower shapes. So that's my timer telling me that it's time for me to go down and switch the laundry over. So bye for now, Michael! And now we need the mortarboard for there, the top. I'm using Memento, some kind of jaunty angle. Bloop. Hey, that's a nice impression. Better than the one I did. Never mind. On my sample, I mean, it's a little not quite so colour saturated. And then we need to snail that onto the, I'm just trying to think what that's called, peacock, that's what it is, something peacock, can't remember. Anyway, it's not that important, we can always look it up later. So we're just going to plop that down there, comme ça, only you're going to do it straight, unlike moi, who didn't put it on straight. Oh dear, I tell you, it's been an absolutely abysmal day. I have made so many mistakes doing all kinds of things. But never mind, here we are. We're now going to put the silvery bit on, the silvery ribbon bit, and it's going from that side. So what I do is I start with a bit of snail, if it'll cooperate, and lay it down about there. And then you twist it and turn it. That's turn it, not turnip. Comme ça. And then what I usually do is put a bit more snail down, so that you can just hold it in place. Doesn't have to be exact. It gives you something to aim for. And then another little squishy bit over here. Just a little dab so that we can... Oh, this is where you find out, you see, that you've started a bit, one of your loops is too big, or you've started a bit too soon. But anyway, once you've got the dibby bits down, you can then adjust as, see, I'm showing you so that you see that I'm not perfect, and you shouldn't worry about being perfect either. Well, of course I know you are, but what can I tell you? I think that might have done it. Yes! Good, good, good. So I'll hold it in place there. And then we need to add some dimensionals to put it onto the card. So we will go with 1 and 2. Now, a really good way to make sure that that ribbon doesn't come off is to sort of try and incorporate a dimensional on it. Catch the ribbon in a little bit. So should it come unstuck, it won't go kapooey on you. Right, this is actually a very simple card to do. It's fiddly, but you know me, I like fiddling. Maybe my middle name is Nero. Very weak sense of humour there. Unbelievably weak. Don't like those ribbons there, but never mind. Well, no, we could move this one. We could move that one a bit. So the key would be to make sure that you check when you're placing your ribbon that you like how it looks on the right side, and that you're not trying to do really difficult things. You set it in place and you didn't like it. Let's see if that's a bit better. There, that'll do. I think I would have preferred that up there, but well, we could change it a bit. There we go, that'll do. And then we just plonkety plonk it down, roughly there. And then we need some rhinestones, and I think I used the larger one? No, I used the medium-sized one there, and a couple of the smaller ones. 1 and 2. Did it the opposite way around. There we go. That's number whatever number it is. Okay, moving on. I will move on to this one. Happy birthday. Lots of presents. Love that. Although I'm beginning to find presents a bit of a pain. Especially when people ask you for ideas. I don't know what I want. I want everything. Don't we all? Okay. So you will find when you get yours that your red piece particularly may not look exactly like the one on my sample, and certainly it's not going to be like this one here, because as you can see that's fairly solid, and this one is what's that, graded. It's redder at the bottom and slightly pinker at the top, but it all works. So then basically you're going to put them, adhere them down. It doesn't look the same to me, it is though. Interesting. So usually when I put something down like this, I would do the outside pieces and then you can figure out the middle piece, where it is roughly going to go. So you just snail these down. Guess what? I've run out of snail. Michael? Go. Okay. So by the magic of television or something, good old video stop and start, we've managed to get that replaced. And I look like I am placing this very carefully, which is not like me at all. But I'm hopefully going to, see if I put that over there, going to get them sort of roughly on the same line. On my card here, you'll notice that this present is a bit higher up than the other two, but never mind. What the heck? Okay, and then as you can see, it's much easier to fiddle out in where does this one go. There's a piece of white there, that's why it looks like it's too close to this. And you can just come along with that one and eyeball it in the middle, and this is where we see that I didn't quite eyeball that one well, but never mind, it's close enough. Trust me, close enough. Okay, now we have to add the tiddly-pom bits. And where are the tiddly-pom bits? Okay, we need a happy birthday. So we're going to do a bit of embossing here for the ribbon, which makes it nice and glossy. And I used, what did I use for that? Black embossing powder, Versamark. A good idea to put the stamp on the... Now when I made the first card, I actually did these first so that I didn't mess everything up. So let's hope and pray that I'm not going to mess everything up this time. So Embossing Buddy, did I do that already? Doesn't hurt to do it again. Embossing in Versamark. Now I may disappear so I can see this again. And just plunk that down on top of the red one. Not sitting quite on the parcel, but close. And then we heat set it again. The reason that I eyeballed it last time was so that it would actually look, if you look here, you can see the difference. This actually looks like it's sitting on the top of the parcel, whereas here looks like it's balanced by the tails, but that's okay. It matters not that much. So then I, just trying to think how I did this. I think this is Old Olive, is it not? No, this is Granny Apple, which goes with that. So just fill in. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So have you all been out thanking our healthcare workers, banging your pots and pans at 7 o'clock? We have a few people who do it, us included, of course, because we're daft that way. Put the embossing powder away before I spill it, which is a good idea because I had enough embossing powder all over this poor table. Alright. Now I can't find the next thing. Oh heavens! Where have you gone? Ya-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. So now we try and get tricky with the candles. I think they're on too low, too high. Oh my goodness. With the rich raspberry berry ink. Hopefully you can see this. Hopefully I'll get it in the right place this time. That would be a really good idea, wouldn't it? There we are. Yes! Finally! Oh, sometimes you can do it, Jen. Except it's a real shame I actually went and smudged some ink there, but never mind. At this point, I'm going to chalk it up to experience. Now, before we put the black ink away, I'm going to put the happy birthday on. You could put it up here, you could put it there, you could put it there. I decided I liked it in here because I actually quite like white space. So there we have that one. And really, folks, that's all there is to that, except for just the noise in the background is Michael trying to sing. Oh, I didn't say trying to sing, did I? Why would I say something like that? Anyway, when you stamp yours, I know you're going to do a much, much better job than I did, and you're going to get your candles right down on the parcel because it looks a bit silly stuck up in the air. And probably you won't put as much ink down in your candles so that your stripy colours can be seen instead of mine. And then you'd use probably daffodil or crushed curry to fill in the flames there. And then you just snail that, not snail it, dimensional it onto the card base. Comme ça. Which also has an error on it there. I smudged it. Don't do that. Looks nasty. Okay, and last, and I hope but not least, we have the balloons. Hello there. So, let's start off with a really easy bit, because I like easy bits. I really, really do. I'm also looking at all the markers that I've got on the table and wondering why I've got a colour on there. Or a particular colour on there. So what you do with this is take your marker and run it around the, I'm going to do it on that side. This is the side I'm going to use. Just run the ink down the side. Now, just trying to think. These, if you've got, I can't remember the old colours. So if you don't have, this is a Highland, as I said, Highland Heather. If you don't have Highland Heather, what could you use? I can't remember the names. How quickly we forget. Oh well. So you've got your, the idea of this is just so that when you put it on against a white background, it just lifts it, stands out a bit. Okay, so we have already, I have punched out your balloons. You can put them however you want, in whichever order, but I would suggest that you attach one to the other just with a little squish of snail so that you can, it's easier to use it as one. Rather than putting them on individually, it's much, much easier for you to put them on as one unit. I think we'll put a bit there and add this baby in, and I think we'll do it like that. And yes, I've changed the order around, but that was because I cut that on the squiff and missed a bit, so underneath here it's cut off at a rather funny angle. But anyway, there we are. Now the next thing, we need to add the metal thread. So you want to take, mine's taped down. Another good idea when you get yours and you start to use it, get yourself a piece of Scotch tape, because otherwise it unravels fairly quickly and then you've got knots and God knows what else, and it's a mess. So hold the end in with a little bit of Scotch tape. And then you want sort of a 5 or 6 inch piece. Got 3 balloons, so we should have about 3 pieces of those. Don't worry if they're a bit longer, because they can always give it a haircut. Alright, now that's the side up that we're going to have. So we're working on the back now to add the threads. So once again, a little bit of snail. Okay, well, I can't see the third one. Where is it? There it is. So sort of start with them all roughly at the same length. Oh goodness, the light's not very good in here right now. And lay them down. You wouldn't believe the rigmarole I went through when I designed the card. And then I looked at it later and said, why did you do it like that? Anyway, you are benefiting from my pearls of wisdom or something like that. We're having pork, so it's pearls before swine. I mean pork for supper. Anyway, so we now have those. So we know that these are going to go here. We could kind of try and get that one over there a little. So they look like they're almost coming out the same spot. I think I managed that. No, I didn't actually. There we go. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to do, we're going to do that again. Oh la la. And then I kind of twisted them a bit as if the wind is blowing. And we'll move that aside because I need to show you the other step. Okay, on a scrap piece, here we go. We have the hello there. Is it me you're looking for? No, probably isn't. He'd rather I didn't sing. Never mind. Dee-doop. You might be able to hear some funny noises in the background. Michael is trying to rewrite A Day in the Life with COVID-19 words. If it actually works out, we'll let you have a copy. If you should be so inclined to sing your own version. Anyway, so for the hello there greeting, I just go around with a black marker. Comme ça. And then we take the Highland Heather paintbrush end marker and go over the hello there. There we are. I know that you can't see that, it doesn't show up very well because of the light and being a photopolymer stamp, but you know what's coming, don't you? The whole huff technique. Fiddle boo hiss, that didn't come out. Shall we do it again? Why not? We like doing things again in this world, do we not? So this time we'll do at the top, the loops of the L's. Sorry, I'm working too close to my body, I think. Alright, that's good. Now we'll go back with the black. See, really difficult, I don't think. Okay, now huff really, really, really well, not like half-heartedly. As if by magic, there it goes. Okay, now the really tough part is you need to fussy cut it out. Now don't forget, if you leave, don't try and cut on the black line, cut to just a little smidging away from it, leaving a white border, and then it's not so noticeable if your line is uneven. I'm just going to recap the markers here so I don't forget and let them dry out. And by the magic of television, oh no, it's not television, is it? We have a new, not a new, a thingy. What's this called? A sentiment. I think I'm off the camera. We have a sentiment. Get out. So now we're going to attach the ribbons, the thread, to the back of these two, and I would suggest probably that. None of this is going down yet, so you want to...
Good to go.
So you've now cut out your little sentiments box thing there, and you're going to attach it in exactly the same way as you attach the, the thread, in exactly the same way as you attach the thread to the balloons. And you can see here I've already done it because I had a technical glitch and it ran out of memory, or it stopped working or something, so my technical advisor had to come in and help, and we're all set again now. So same thing, lay down the thread. I put a little bit of a kink in there, or I've allowed, I hope, for a bit of a kink, and now I'm just adding dimensionals. And when it comes to actually putting these down, I would stick the balloons down first. So I'm just taking off the backing. We'll put the balloons about there. I think that's good. And then we'll take the backs off these ones. I wouldn't advise doing it at the same time because you know what will happen. You'll drop it or something weird will happen, and then you'll get it all stuck in the wrong place. And then I've left just sort of as if they're blowing in the wind a bit. And put your sentiment down. Give those a quick trim. And then, because there's some sticky on there already, we'll get rid of that. And then, my friends, you'll add it to the card base. And I just snailed it on, because if you're wanting to mail it, you don't want to have too many layers of dimensionals, because then it gets a bit thick in the post. Well, not in the post, in the post box. So there we go. Hey presto, I think we might be done. I cannot believe it, but there we are. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, 4. And I can't find the other one. Ah, there it is over there. There we go. So there you have your 4 cards. And hopefully that's it. Okay, so I hope you don't have too many problems. If you do, give me a shout, because you know I'm always willing to help. And good luck. And just because I sent you these colours doesn't mean you have to stick to those colours. If you, obviously the balloons, because I've punched them out for you, and the paper, but actually the paper, Amy and Shelby, you have this exact paper. It's from the Poppy Parade. So you could always do other papers if you liked. There we go. Good luck. And I hope you enjoy putting your cards together. And I hope you don't procrastinate. Get them done. Take care. Talk to you next time. Bye.